Hello, everyone. Welcome to Joe Consume Cinema. I'm your host, Colossus, and today we have Rome, Season 1, Episode 10. A ton happened last episode. The biggest development, honestly, is Varenus has become a magistrate, and it was like the perfect timing because I forget his name, but that guy that runs like a little mafia kind of in the underground, like was gonna kill him and his family, but Caesar showed up, and that's no longer a threat, at least for now. That could pop up again, but yeah, like interesting dynamic because it seems that Titus Pullo is kind of having a hard time adapting to civilian life. Varenus was too, but he's now a magistrate, so he's like moving up, and Titus is kind of stuck and he's not having a good time. But we did wrap up the storyline in Egypt and Africa. Cato and Scipio are no more, so that's no longer a threat, and now all the main characters are back in Rome. It was interesting how we got our first mention of the Ides, probably the Ides of March. It could be the Ides of anything. I know at some point we're going to build to that. I don't know if it's going to happen this season or that's going to be like the end of the show, but it was an interesting. Like I took note of the fact that they said Ides, so I don't know. Maybe not. We'll have to wait and see, but that could potentially be a season one finale, or that could be like a show finale, because I remember that this does have two seasons. So yeah, we're gonna find out. There was also the dynamic between Atia and her children, Sevilla and her manipulation of Octavia. I really like how Octavian is so perceptive and politically intelligent, and he just kind of susses out when something is not right, and he just has great instincts for that. Very clever character. And he knew it right away that, okay, this is very strange that all of a sudden Octavia is coming on to me, and she asked me about this secret involving Caesar, the day before. And it's just, he puts the pieces together so fast. It's impressive. He's a great character. But yeah, that's going to be a future problem for sure. The episode ended with an attack on Sevilla. Her servants got killed. She had her hair cut and her clothes ripped off. I think that's a big mistake. If you're going to make a move against her, make a move to eliminate her as a threat. Publicly shaming and embarrassing her is just going to make her want revenge even more than she already did. And now it seems that Ati and Sevilla know that they are directly opposed to one another. So there's not going to be any more subtlety in that. So yeah, we could get some serious action very soon. But yeah, that's a decent enough recap. So as always, remember to blank, blank, and blank. Just trying to grow the channel. The whole ordeal. Got a ton of subscribers last week. More than doubled what we had. Great week, and I'd like that trend to continue. So any help you can give me there is always much appreciated. And with that, let's get right to the episode.
It is in all our interests to be reconciled with Caesar now, for the good of Rome.
The good of Rome, indeed.
If we had honor, we would be with Cato and Scipio in the afterlife.
Interesting. Haven't seen Mark Antony in a while. But yeah, Brutus and Cicero are still a threat. They seem, neutered for now, but give it time.
I move that Gaius Julius Caesar be made imperator and granted absolute power over Rome for a period of 10 years.
I willingly pledge my loyalty to him, and I urge you all to do the same. I heartily commend the motion proposed by Marcus Tullius Cicero.
They hate themselves. They don't have a choice.
Rome that offers justice, peace, and land to all its citizens, not just the privileged few. Support me in this task, and old divisions will be forgotten.
Emperor now.
She wishes to see you.
I was not expecting this move. Right after the attack.
Dear Atia, how lovely to see you. What have they done to you? You're so sweet. Come sit down.
I'm very sorry I haven't visited sooner, but to be honest, I was far too upset to face seeing you.
The theater here.
It's too sinister. A noble woman stripped naked and beaten on the streets. Horrible, horrible.
But justice will find them eventually. I'm quite sure of that.
It's so wise of him to choose submission to my dear uncle. I was very afraid he might try some foolish act of bravery.
Just twisting the knife.
No.
People tell me that Octavia's left the city, but no one knows where. I hope there's nothing amiss.
Not at all. She's staying at my cousin's villa in Paestum.
Oh, God.
I've come to take you home.
This is my home.
This is not your home.
I'm happy here.
I don't believe you. Whatever you think she may have done, consider the possibility she did it out of love for you.
I'll never forgive her.
Be that as it may, your forgiveness is irrelevant. You must come home.
Really screwed up family dynamic here, but I think she's better off with him than with these people.
Fellow citizens of the Aventine!
There you go.
My name is Lucius Vorenus, tribe of Stellatina, veteran of the 13th Legion. Some of you may know me. I bring you good news. Caesar has put an end to patrician tyranny and will ensure that the common people be heard once more.
To gold, ginger knob.
I'm not denied, friend. I have a Gallic look about me, but I'm as solid Roman as you are. I shed blood for Rome. My father shed blood for Rome, as did his father and his father before him. My wife was born here in the Aventine. I am as solid Roman as any man here. Tomorrow, Caesar holds a triumph, a symbol of his love for the people of Rome.
Cack!
Why don't you shut up, you...
Ladylike, Madame, ladylike.
5 days of feasting and games as appreciation for the trust and support the people of Rome have given.
That's a good start. But already you see some problems. They're, taking out any dissenters.
King of all the Gauls.
Goodbye, old friend.
Triumph is a massive celebration. Games, food, feasting. Everybody's looking the part.
Famous Titus Pullo. To what do we owe this honour, citizen? You come to wish us luck?
Listen, I've got most of my kit, but I've lost my crest. Surely someone's got a spare, you think? It's only a crest. It's not like I lost my sword.
Well, you can't march with us. You've left the Legion, haven't you? You signed yourself out.
I know, but 13th forever, eh?
It's enlisted men only in the Triumph. You're a civilian.
Civilian? I'm the hero of the whole Mumpin Legion, I am. I saved your skin more than once. Shouldn't have to remind you of that.
If you want to sign up for a few more years, that's a different story. You can march with us till your feet are nubs.
Haven't I spilled enough blood for the 13th?
Don't be like that. I don't fucking make the rules, do I? I follow them. It's enlisted men only. Don't push it.
He can't go back. This sucks. What does he do now?
Go to your friend's obscene display.
Mother.
She's like disgusted by her son's weakness as she sees it.
Go.
Get up, Brutus!
I remember this clown.
Scared to talk to me, eh, coward? You're a coward, Brutus! I swear by Janus, Jupiter, and Juno. I swear on the grave of my father. I, Quintus Valerius Pompey. I'm going to kill that son of a whore tyrant!
Not gonna actually employ this idiot. If there's a pathetic assassination attempt, it's just gonna help Caesar out even more. She's getting desperate to try to use this clown.
All will be well.
King of the Gauls. Executed to celebrate Caesar's triumph. Man, this episode must have eaten up their budget. Look at all the different costumes and everything that's going on. It looks great. The political theater is very impressive. Octavian anointed Caesar with blood, and he's wearing a mask of blood. King of the Gauls is about to be executed to raucous cheers of the crowd. What a shot.
Each and every citizen of Rome will be issued from the public treasury the sum of 100 denarii. Further, 20,000 deserving families will be given farms on the public lands around Capua. Further, for the coming year, all rents on low dwellings in the city will be paid in full by Gaius Julius Caesar.
Nice. Securing the support of the commoners.
The good man has been here several days now. Perhaps he grows weary of entertaining us with his happy presence.
Do not mind him, Quintus. He has no manners. He shall stay as long as it pleases me.
Well, that's the thing, Mother. I do not see in what way he could possibly please you.
He has fire in him. It warms me.
Light more lamps if you are cold. It looks very ill to keep a son of Pompey in our house.
And we should strike such fine figures otherwise.
This is a bad plan.
The other candidates are straw men. Straw men. Saves a great deal of useless strife if there's no opposition, but it would look ill if Caesar's man was the only one standing.
Varenus does not like this.
Disturb you somehow.
The elections are sanctioned by Jupiter Capitolinus. They are sacred. A mortal man like you or me.
Mortal or not, he's trying to save the Republic.
By corrupting the elections.
The Roman people are not crying out for clean elections. They're crying out for jobs. They're crying out for clean water, for food, for stability and peace. You can do great things for your people. You can help.
Yeah, he's
Or you can go back to your shop and resume selling mutton and pig.
he's not politically pragmatic, and he doesn't like anything that's just dishonorable. So, yeah, rigged elections essentially is not something Varenus is gonna easily tolerate. This is gonna bother him.
So what do you say? I want to free Irene. Take her off to the country, if you'll lend me some money.
Of course.
And I need you to come with me to the slave registry, to vouch your name for my ownership.
Slow down. Why are you freeing Irene?
Can't marry her otherwise.
Marry her.
Look, I've been feeling strange and low and empty these last months, and anyway, I puzzled it out and I realized what it was. I love Irene. I love her, and I wanted to bear my children and be my wife. And
I'm not sure this is gonna work out for a boy here. Irene doesn't seem, like she reciprocates all that much. She's a slave. She has no choice. But if you free her and she has the option to leave, she might leave.
I hope you find your path.
Yeah, me too, but I don't know.
Everyone is reading it. I saw some temple prostitutes with a copy.
A call to virtue. The writing is adequate, which is something we should talk about, but the sentiments are full of grace and bravery. Sons of the Republic, the blood of our forefathers calls you to honor the memory and emulate the deeds of
Porcius Cato, the last true Roman. Who wrote this?
You did.
Oh shit. His mother's work.
God's beneath us.
I am rather proud of it.
You wrote this? In my name?
Cassius contributed several nice turns of phrase. You know Cassius, of course.
Of course.
Oh, this is nuts.
You have failed the Republic.
Dear gods. Bring me pen and paper. This is bad enough that you keep that little madman Quintus in his house, but this. What am I to tell him?
Why don't you fall on your knees and kiss his feet and beg for mercy?
You might have me killed for this.
Very easily, that could happen.
You, direct descendant of the father of the Republic, what do you do? You would not be alone.
She's only taken this path after having been spurned by Caesar directly, so this argument that she's doing this on principle is just horseshit. He had her and threw her away. That's why we're here.
You're free. It says so here.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. You're the kindest man alive. Oh, I love you, sir. I love you, sir.
Yeah, but your whole plan about marrying her is about to fall apart, I think. She's free. She's going to leave. She does not want to be here.
I cannot thank you enough.
Thank me. What do you thank me for, boy?
Freeing her. We have been saving to buy our freedom, but we never... to happen so soon.
Oh my god.
What a gift it is.
We've both been saving. You and Irene.
We had thought to take the Varinos name as ours when we became freed men, but Irene says it must be under your name. She becomes my wife.
What? Oh boy.
A legal wife, I mean. We are already married in our hearts.
Irene. Hi, Irene.
Sir?
Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh god. This went worse than I could have anticipated.
Dead. Looks like. What happened?
I killed him. I did it.
I can see that, but why? Why did you do this?
Doesn't matter.
It does matter, though. It matters to me. This boy was my property.
He angered me.
He angered you?
He and Irene, they were...
So what does that matter? Do you think she was a virgin? She's still yours to use as you wish?
I love her.
And this is how you prove it? This is no charnel house to kill people as you want. This is my home. My home! You do this violence before my children?
I'm sorry.
Silence!
I'll pay you back.
Pay me back with what, you damn fool? You got no money but what I've given you.
Never was a clever one like you. Never demoted you. Never flogged. Never locked up. Straight to the top. And here you are, with your nice, clean, white toga. Lovely cloth, that. Stays clean no matter how much you wade in the filth.
Speak your mind.
As you will. Time was. You said Caesar was a rebel and a traitor. And now today he tosses you some coin and some farmland and he's savior of the Republic. And you're kissing his royal arse.
You stand up. Stand up! Stand up!
I'll not fight you.
And go. Go and do not come back here.
Oh man.
I wonder who it was that wrote it.
I wish I knew.
His mother's guilt trip is gonna get to him eventually. King of the Gauls, his body was recovered by his people and then, burned in honor.
But it's a crime to see a man of your ability unemployed.
Oh god, not this guy.
I'm doing fine.
I'll always have a job for you.
I'm a soldier, not a murderer.
These days, Polo, is there really any difference?
I don't like this development at all. Okay, took some time to gather my thoughts. Another great episode. So, Sevilla is just full of shit. I mean, she was more than content to be on Caesar's side when, they were lovers, and now... Yeah, she's kind of forcing her son's hand here. That note was foolish notion. Kind of, like, gathering these sycophants around her, and just not a good plan overall. It's so obvious to anyone that's paying attention. If Octavian ever gets wind of this, he's going to spot it right away. There's Pompey's son, the clever note with her son's signature, and it's just so stupid at this point. Yeah, Caesar is now emperor, fully declared, has power, unlimited power for 10 years. Vorenus and Titus have split ways, and that's really unfortunate. I knew Titus's plan there to marry Rennie was not going to work out. It's like, she's free now, she's going to choose her own path, and then not 10 seconds later, that guy shows up, I forget his name, and reveals that they're husband and wife, which, yeah, just sent him over the edge, and he killed him without a second thought, and then, regretted it, but then it's too late. It's already over and done. And now Vorenus and Titus are just completely separate. It's really unfortunate they're falling out, but it's understandable given what Titus did. He hasn't acclimated to civilian life. He doesn't have a clear path, and he doesn't know what to do, and yeah, he's just been struggling. Meanwhile, Vorenus just keeps getting, these promotions, and now he's going to be a magistrate. And yeah, it's just there's a hint of jealousy there, but yeah, really unfortunate. I don't like the turn of events. I don't like how the episode ended with that guy, I already forget his name, but the guy that was going to kill Vorenus and Titus before, but when Caesar intervened, offered Vorenus that promotion, it kind of put an end to that. But yeah, it now looks like they're going to be on opposite ends. I could see eventual conflict at some point, which I don't want to see that, but it's probably going to happen. But yeah, still great overall. That scene where they had the triumph, really, really well done. It looks like the kind of thing that you think of when you think of Rome. And yeah, it's just like, I can tell that this episode really cost them in the budget, but it was worth it because it just looks very impressive. But yep, that's pretty much all I got. As always, thanks for watching, and